It's funny with road trips, you know. For some people it's just stressful. Some people find it boring. But for me, it's so soothing. I love a road trip. When I drive like this, I can release my mind, just let it float out there, think about everything, just look at the road, keep track of things. It's very simple. I'm a simple mind. And road trips are for simple minds, really. Me, the road, the car, the nature around. This is my type of yoga. Road trip yoga. Wow, you sure have a big church. For being pagans for such a long time, once they turned into Christians, they really started building some serious churches here. I'm looking for a bar first because I'm a bit thirsty. Hi, I'm Paul, a man who knows my way around, and you're watching the Teutonic Road Trip 2022, where I'm traveling from Ventspils in Latvia to Gdansk in northern Poland. 157 kilometers to Kaunas. So, why am I going to Kaunas, you may ask? If my goal here is to drive to Gdansk, why am I going inland to Kaunas? Well, it's a good question, right? And it started in February this year, February 2022, when Russia invaded Ukraine. That basically made it impossible to travel through the Kaliningrad Oblast. Originally, my plan had actually been to go down to the Curonian Spit and then continue over the border there into Russia, into the Kaliningrad Oblast. Stay 1 or 2 nights in Kaliningrad or in that area, maybe by the coast actually, and then drive through back into either Poland or Lithuania, and then into Belarus, go down to Minsk, travel down to Lviv in Ukraine, and then back into Poland again, or perhaps continue all the way down to Budapest. So quite a long trip, and that was originally my plan. But then, of course, with the war, then that kind of stopped the entire thing of going through the Kaliningrad Oblast. Since the border crossing on the Curonian Spit was closed already. And then I think there are only 3 border crossings open now. One from the north into Kaliningrad, one from the south from Poland, and one on the east side. So and there's queues there, and now I think it's a bitch to get a visa for Kaliningrad also. So absolutely, and I don't want to go to Russia now with this war going on. No interest whatsoever. And Belarus kind of fell off the map as well already a few years ago, or a year ago or something, when the dictator they have there, Lukashenko, when he started putting people in prison who were protesting against his rigged elections. So then I felt, okay, well, I don't want to go to Belarus either. So instead I have to travel around the Kaliningrad Oblast. And when I did the planning, it seemed like a good place to go is to Kaunas. It's a big town, it's on the way, so that was my decision. Let's see. Kaunas is the second largest town. The guy I spoke to on the phone the other day, who told me that the Klaipėda was chill, the guy said he didn't like Kaunas so much. He said it was a very industrial town. And well, let's see. That's not what I've heard, but from others. But yeah, he's Lithuanian, so he should know. Let's find out. I'm curious about Kaunas, but Kaunas it is. We're getting closer. Nice. We're coming into Old Town now. I think there on the left is the castle. The palace, I think it's castle. Yeah. Yeah, so the downtown square is just right ahead of us here, I think. Cool. We're going over the bridge over the river. name of. Doesn't matter. Okay. So let's see. So I'm actually supposed to go in left here, but I can't do that because double lines. So I'll go up and round. Everywhere there's been roundabouts until I get to a place where I need a roundabout. It feels like I'm getting out of town now, or I don't know, yeah. But there's a roundabout, yay! That means I can turn around. Excellent, excellent, Smithers. Yeah, it feels like I've been here before, and I have, but from the other side. But that's the great thing about roundabouts. Now, yeah, exactly. Now we're getting there, right? Perfect, 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 perfect. Back to the river. Back to the river. I think we are right here. And I messaged the guy I would be here in half an hour. That was exactly 28 minutes ago. Yeah, this is it. So it's here on the right somewhere. Let's see. I can't remember the number. Well, it's not many places for me to stop here actually. But here we are. This is the street. It's one of these houses here on the left, I think. Let's see town. Yeah, that's my building over there. So this is the main thoroughfare of Old Town. See how close it was to where I live? Perfect. So I think this is the main square of Old Town. I guess if you've been to Kaunas before, you will go, yeah, duh. But I've never been here before, so. Let's stop. Take in this a little bit. It's the town hall, Rathaus. In fact, it says there, Rotuse. Close enough for me to get it. And then this over here, I think is a monastery, if I remember correctly. It was a while ago since I read about Kaunas. Yeah, so let's continue. Let's go next to the cafes and bars here. The Kaunas people. I've seen a lot of restaurants, some places that I fancy. What are beer places? I want a beer. So here we go. I think that's where I'm going actually. A bit early yet, perhaps. Hop dog. Yeah. But I don't know what they put hops in. Put them there myself actually. Let's try.